welcome, welcome back to another episode of my Purdue Boilermaker Dynasty here on College Football 26. We're here in year 7, the 2031 season, getting ready to play our last regular season game here. As you can see, we're ranked number 5 in the country. We are at 9-2, 7-1 in the Big Ten, getting ready to host Indiana in a game that is a win and we're in when it comes to the Big Ten Conference Championship game. And right now we would be seeded to play Penn State. Both of us are at 7-1. When we lost to USC, I'm kind of shocked that we ended up kind of getting to this point. But USC losing a game or losing a couple of games in conference has kind of given us this opportunity to get back. This would be our fifth straight. This would be our fifth straight time going to the Big Ten Championship game, assuming that we do win it. As you can see here, we have won our fourth straight, We've won 3 straight Big Ten titles. All 3 have been against UCLA. All 3 number 1, number 2 matchups. We've pretty handedly beaten UCLA. They haven't really been much of a test for us. But we have to win this game to get there. We are taking on, Purdue's biggest rival in Indiana. They're not necessarily our biggest rival in the series. I would say that's Notre Dame. But the Hoosiers have really continued to struggle to improve their program, certainly the way that they have in real life. But we'll see. They gave us a tough first half last year before things kind of fell apart. We pretty easily dismantled Northwestern. In the last episode, Northwestern is not quite as talented probably as this Hoosiers team, but it's a pretty similar vein. Let's take a look at Indiana's schedule and kind of see if they're playing teams close, if they're getting blown out, because they're obviously just at 2-9. So they beat an FCS team, and they did beat Michigan State. Played Notre Dame relatively close, played Oregon relatively close, just a couple of scores being the differential there. But they're coming off of, 5 straight losses, getting blown out by UCLA and then getting blown out by Penn State. But as you can see at the top, it's not a super talented team. Got a lot of the same guys, though, that we've seen them have over the past couple of years, including Miguel Carvargo, is that his name? I'm drawing a blank on it right now. Their top running back has been here for a while. Miguel Carvalho is their number 1 guy here. And, of course, that's always funny because he originally came to us and then transferred out, I believe due to playing time, I think is what it was at the time. But he has been, he's coming off there being their leading rusher last year. He's their leading rusher this year, by far their best offensive threat. But they do have J.J. Berlin, a quarterback, redshirt senior, pretty good runner of the football, but does not have a very strong arm. He is relatively accurate, though, for sure. I mean, those accuracy numbers are not really a problem. Good on the run, pretty good under pressure. He's solid, just has no arm strength about him. This is not a deep attack passing game anyway. A pretty slow group of wide receivers. But they're contested specialists, kind of, big body types that can go up and get the football, but they're not overly athletic, not really good at tight end. Offensive line is okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Defensive line is a problem. I don't really know how they stop us running the football. They're really athletic at linebacker. They're without their top guy here, or one of their top guys in Ray Bullitt, but pretty athletic at linebacker for sure. And at cornerback, got good speed here in Earl Slayton. Not a bad cornerback group. It's not overly fast outside of Slayton, but really good size among their top 4 guys. I hope Beaver is not starting for them. Okay, their safeties are a massive problem. Always looking to try to take advantage if we can to take shots down the field if we can create those mismatches. I want to say last year they played a lot of just 2 high safeties really backed off to not give us opportunities to really attack down the field. This is a really bad safety group. This game is at home. Again, it's the last game of the regular season here. And, here in Season 7, we're kind of keeping things moving. It's the battle for the old Oaken bucket. Yet again, should not be much to this game. It's certainly what we're hoping. but we'll see if that holds up. And if you, if you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe as we get ready to close out Season 7 here sometime over the next couple of episodes, regardless. But trying to clinch our spot in the Big Ten championship game, and hopefully we can do that here in this episode. Indiana has not really been a major thorn in our side. They were pretty solid in year one because we were pretty solid in comparison to us because we were really even like talent levels at that point in time. But as the series has progressed, we have certainly taken a massive leap above them, whereas they have largely stayed the same. But let's see what we got. Ross-Ade Stadium. Let's see. All right, we're going to start off with the football. Get to see Brody Sampson in this offense. One that I always say this. I'm going to try to keep this kind of, short and sweet. Let's try to get out of Dodge. Take some shots if they, open up. But I want to get out of this game. We won 6 straight in the series. We're the all-time series leader. Won last year 40-8. The game was relatively close at halftime, though. The defense actually played well. Just really lacking a lot on the offensive side. Going to come out wide. Empty backfield. Sampson takes. Get this out to Poe, who just returned the kickoff. Screen. It's a gain of 3, excuse me, 2nd and 7. Ohio State just got beat at the bottom. Penn State got a win, so if we do win, we will be taking on Penn State. Big run here for Spurlock. Gain of 13. We got a bunch of high-end players in here on the visit. 2 tight ends set, 2 wide receivers on the field. And we're right at that gap. I kind of went the wrong way there. Spurlock a gain of 4, though. How are these safeties going to play? Are they going to play a lot of man? If they are, I think we can take some shots against this team. Going to get this underneath the Nestor. Able to fall forward. Gets the first down. Would really like for this to be a game we take some more shots. We've created some big passing plays this season. Spurlock had a 76-yarder against Northwestern. Ended up getting in a one-on-one situation, creating an explosive down the field. Little jet pass here. Tranquil, our leading receiver, going to take the jet pass inside the 10. For a first down. He got off to a hot start, him and Abram. Had a bit of a mid-season lull. But Tranquil is definitely taking over this year. We've had a really nice mix of kind of what our guys are doing. I'm really excited about how that's played. A quick pass out to Mills. Nestor's been our big 3rd and 4th down target. Tranquil's kind of been the all-around guy. Abram has had explosives. Can't really do much there with Spurlock. It's going to be a 3rd and goal at the 4. Four wide receiver set here for Sampson. We get this underneath. Emmett Poe is going to take it in. Shirt freshman gets into the end zone, gets the score. I just missed that field goal. Oh, didn't make it. Or the extra point. 7-0. Actually, we're able to run off a little bit of clock and stuff there too. So a nice opening drive. Big explosive on the jet pass to Tranquil helps set that up. See how this Hoosiers offense with J.J. Berlin and former Boilermaker Carvalho in the backfield. See how that works. I'm saying that name wrong again, Anna. Let me go. I don't know why I'm having a hard time remembering that name. Been a minute since I recorded, so I'm kind of out of my game. Carvalho, okay. All right. So they're going 3 wide receivers. It's offensive line that we should be able to create a lot of chaos with. But I thought the same thing against Minnesota, and they obviously put a beating on our defense. Almost put up 50 points on us. in kind of a similar situation. Slower group of wide receivers. They were a little better along the offensive line, but there we go, Carvalho. Ball gain of 1 there. Mixing in some of this dime now. It's a pretty good runner. Let's put a spy up here on a 3rd and 8. No pressure, a shot down the field. We get batted away. Indiana goes 3 and out. Is away, not a bad one here. Emmett Poe. Tried to do a little shake and bake there, but okay. See if we can find a shot down the field here. Even if we can just get somebody lined up on Mills. Didn't work. Instead, we get that to Tranquil's going to get a 1st down. Really good start so far for Sampson. 6 for 6, 64 yards. And off to Spurlock. 8 up 3. Yep, set it up. Get this out to Nestor. Good blocks on the outside and the Michigan transfer. But I think it's had a really good season. I mean, not anything earth-shattering, but it's been really, really solid for us this year. Finds an explosive. I probably could have gotten that out. Just throw it away. 1st incompletion of the day there for Sampson. Probably could have gotten that out to Mills. Held on to it instead. Little play action game going here. It's hit. Back-to-back incompletions. Now it's a 3rd and 10. Moving the ball nicely and then not doing much on that 1st down play has really hurt us here. Ahmed over the middle, breaks the tackle, still going inside the 10, down at the 6. Get the 3rd and 10 conversion. Jet pass action here is going to be taken around the end, and Tranquil gets in. Essentially a run play for Tranquil, but going to be counted as a catch. Tranquil putting together a really strong junior season here for us. It's been awesome to see how much he has blossomed. I think that's my favorite part of these games, is trying to find guys that, you know, you think can be special as a recruit, and then they progress and they're able to make an impact for you. Tranquil looked like that type of player last year, and he has certainly become that this year, his first year as a starter in it too. Especially coming off, having the Wampascos of the world, DeAndre Smith. It was a really electric wide receiver room that we've had. There we go. Really nice play out and coverage by Mallory. I think him and Ordonez have been really good as safeties. First years as starters. Both true sophomores. Both got to play a lot last year. It's another deep shot here. Alfonso Lett gets Moss in the contested specialist. Is what we talked about. This is a wide receiver group that's got a lot of size, and we have good size and in the secondary, but give these guys opportunities down the field. That time, Berlin able to strike down the field. Indiana able to convert the 3rd down. Almost get there with pressure on the quarterback. Some little pressure this time. Play action, dumps it out wide. Did a nice job of breaking tackles, but we're largely getting to the football, which is a good thing. 3rd and 5 here. They're going to go empty. Opportunity. We need somebody along this defensive line to really take advantage of something here. Pressure starting to get through. Oh, can't get the sack. Able to throw it away. Indiana is going to send out Amani Zubnar here for the field goal attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. 14-3. Okay. So they found the big explosive play. The offense is not doing a whole lot on a play-for-play basis there for sure for Indiana. At least show the ability to attack down the field. See how long that ends up being a thing for them. Emmett Poe. He's a return up to the 24. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Try to set up a shot play. I don't think I missed anything. End up covering it well. Sent 5 guys. Could have maybe hunted something right here. At that point, he's already being sacked. So, 6-yard loss on that play. Almost picked off. Okay, so this kind of happened last year with Purdue's passing attack in this game. A little on the inconsistent side. They're going to float that safety. And they do not. Going head hunting down the field, and Abram able to make an explosive. This is a secondary we should be able to attack. They press coverage on the outside. Safety came down to kind of fill the gap there on the middle of the field. Able to float one out there. Good work. Nearing the end of this first quarter, so far this offense has been pretty electric, maybe not as consistent as you would like. Mills could not get around to get the block there. Indiana playing pretty well here on early downs. Pull it out, get it out there to him, gonna get inside, set up the block. And a 10. Gideon Okafor a little banged up. For Indiana, it's now 3rd and 2. We're going to try to attack the edge here with a toss. Yep, came inside. They made a play. Indiana is able to get into field goal range. They get a field goal, and Purdue's punting. Not a bad punt. And I'll take over at the 18. All right, so into the first quarter, so 14-3 lead. Purdue looked good their first 2 drives and stalled out there on that drive. Have created explosives in the passing game. Went on a shot down the field there on a 3rd down that possession. Let's do just a little dime rush here. We're going to send 5 though. Play a little man. Play with Mallory. Over to the right side, and Ali makes a good play there. Able to get around the bigger target there, a wide receiver. Knock that one away. Hardrick hurt? He's not, but Wiley is out there, unless I chose a different formation than what I meant to. Okay. Wiley getting some, oh, okay, I'm in a different formation. Sorry, guys. Pressure is going to come through and slide through, and that is going to be a sack for Stephen Curtin. It's not been the most effective pass rusher we've had this year. Let's get to the backfield here. Let's run a dime cover 4 look. An extra guy out there. If we can get after the quarterback here. It'll be just a handoff, goes way wide. Can't do anything with it. Sermon gets off the block. Gain of about 5 there on that 3rd down play. They pretty much just gave up on that series. So 14-3 lead. Indiana's going to have to punt it away again. Their 3rd 3 and out of the game. Another decent return. Poe's been busy today. Three wide receivers. Mills in motion, steals that all Spurlock. Hard nose running, a gain of 9 there. Second and 2. Let's go hunting. There we go. Nice pass over to Mills. It's down the field inside the 20. Another explosive out of this passing game. They're doing a really nice job with that. Okay. Pulse out. Bradford can't get out. So another big loss in this running game, dude. Having a hard time with this. For whatever reason. Flash this out. Tranquil's got a lot of room. Spin move back to the inside. Tranquil's second touchdown of the day. What a spin move there at the goal line. Set them up. Tranquil trying to make all these pass, exceptional wide receivers we've had in this series. The Nitro Tuggles, the Corey Smiths, the Juan Pascos, the Andre Smiths of the world proud. Big time. What a play. That's big time. It's a big time spin move there. 21-3. Through 21-3 lead. Going about as expected here. Let's let a couple of I want to use Ruggs here a little bit. See what kind of success we can have with him as a pass rusher. This Ruggs is a former 4-star. We're really trying to keep healthy, able to make a play there on the read option. Read the quarterback. Ruggs makes a good play. It was good to see that. Wallow goes out. Make the toss out there to him. Ruggs misses the sack. A bad throw underneath to Berlin. Leads an incomplete pass. Yeah, just easily missed the throw. Back to our dime look. Wallow again goes out in motion. Come through and they crash at the quarterback. Cornelius for sure got in there. I don't know if Boykins. Nope, they're going to give that fully to Cornelius, the senior. Got some pass rush success there. Again, he goes 3 and out again. Other than them hitting the explosive, they have gone 3 and out every series. This punt game is very busy. And Poe, what a return from Emmett Poe. Wow. These guys fits here in the early going. Try to float that over to Tranquil, and the junior just having a massive day. At 100 yards already here. Good throw under pressure there from Sampson as well. Bring an extra offensive lineman out. It's a handoff to Spurlock. Indiana's doing a pretty nice job stopping this run game. At least getting in the backfield some with it. Let's go empty here. I love how this is shaking up. Let's see. Yep. Sampson takes a humongous shot there. Exactly what we're looking for from our quarterback. Knew it was not set up particularly well. They covered so this is an RPO like draw, or you can get the pass out, but they covered it just extremely well. Nothing you can do other than, you can't even get rid of the ball that quickly. Sampson just going to scramble and takes it in. 3rd down conversions. been hectic this first half. A 4 touchdown first half in total here for Brody Sampson. 1 on the ground, 3 through the air. 28-3 lead. As a Falcons fan, that's a terrible number. Okay. Let's see. Let's get Scholes some snaps out here. Scholes, Borkins, Wolf, Tranquil, Hardrick. Big RPO all over it. We have been really fortunate to have a lot of really good, like, slot corner guys. Star position players, whatever you want to call it in your particular screen. But that slot corner spot has been really good for us. Sermon's another guy that's done a nice job with that. Ali, Hardrick, Ordonez there on that one. Some pressure here from down with it. Nice little stunt, maybe able to get Scholes free here. Don't get anybody free, but it's a good throw over. That man coverage gets beat to the inside. Indiana gets the first down. They don't go 3 and out. They go wide with the run. Carvalho wrapped up by Hardrick. Carvalho out, different running back in here, Berlin. They love sending the running backs out into motion. Quick screen out to that running back that came out in motion. Another really good tackle on the outside. It's going to be a 3rd and 9. They go empty. There's going to be something underneath over the middle. Yep. Don't get the stop. Another 3rd down conversion for Indiana. Let's see. Okay. Tight end, 2 guys in the backfield, one of them being Carvalho. Looks like a fullback there on the other side. Trying to collapse the pocket. Berlin tries to scramble. Guys kind of run into each other, try to get it off to the tight end. Fall incomplete. Oh. Back to a nickel look. So they go 3 wide receivers, tight end in the slot. It's just a big handoff up the middle. Good run for Carvalho, and he's still going. Fights and gets the first down. I think it's a 2-minute warning. 3rd carry for him. Got all 11 yards he's had for the day on that carry. This one side here with Boykins. They send Carvalho out in motion again. We'll dump it out there to him. This is going to count as a run play, and they're all over him. Another Indiana player banged up, one of their offensive linemen. Caleb Sherry, right guard. Second and 12, going back to a dime look here. I don't think they're going to run the football. 3 wide receiver tight end in the slot. Pressure is going to slide through, but Berlin slides through that. Gets a big run. Wolf kind of had him there for the sack. Running back held on to him just long enough. Berlin to escape. Let's see.
Okay, ready?
Want to go blitz crazy here on this play. Oh, snap that really quickly. Great catch. Berlin has not looked bad. His guys are making some plays for him. That's a really good catch. There's not really a lot Let can do there in that spot. Hard tackle there, gain of 6. Indiana takes their first time out. 2nd and 4. Ruggs now on the inside pass rushing. Goes wide, gets to the tight end. Try to come up with Ordonez there and get an interception. Unsuccessful in doing so. Let's just go back to our base nickel package. And all over him. A couple of tackles. Nothing there. Indiana's got 1 timeout left to play with, so they're just going to hurry up here. Empty look. Golly, just a lot of time. Great blocking. Indiana able to tighten this up here. Really, really strong drive. Good throws. Able to run the football a little bit. Indiana a really strong drive there. Heading into halftime, they do get the ball to start in the second half. All of a sudden, if you get another touchdown, this is back to still a 2-score game, but you can get it to 28 to 17. They decide to go for 2. I guess you could maybe get it to a 10-point game. Let's what do I want to do here? Do you try to find just an explosive in the run game, probably? Backing up the safeties. Abram in motion. Off to Spurlock. They definitely back everybody up. Oh, timeout. Get a cheap completion to Mills here, maybe. Yep. Oh, All right. Go to the locker room. 28-10, Indiana. Not a bad job there in the second quarter. Able to get in the end zone there. It's really, really crucial drive for them coming out of the break. Tranquil with a really good first half. Still a killer spin move on that touchdown. Trying to earn himself a little thumbnail player of the game here for sure. See what we got here, though, in the second half. Your 5th-ranked Boilermakers. There was a point in time I was when we lost to USC, I was really worried about, playoff hopes and stuff. We have really finished the season strong. We got through that initial gauntlet, and then we're able to beat Washington and Ohio State, were the last 2 teams kind of after that gauntlet. And we survived Minnesota's upset bid for sure. As crazy as that game was. Put ourselves in a really good spot. I think the only way we would not make the playoffs at this point if we were to lose today, but still make the Big Ten championship game, and lose that one as well, we would probably fall out enough. So really crucial. I think a win here guarantees us a playoff berth if we can get there. Good throw underneath. It's going to be a broken tackle. And Sermon run him down. He does. Ali in man-to-man covers, though, gets beat on the slant, which is pretty much when I always beat man-to-man coverage. He's able to break the tackle of Ali. Indiana not trying to go away quietly. Man, they are breaking all kinds of tackles. They may not necessarily be giving them a ton of yards when they do so. They are consistently breaking the first tackle. Underneath. Ernest Hardrick banged up again. Notre Dame transfer. He has dealt with some injuries here in the back half of the season. Struggling to consistently stay on the field. It's going to give Paloma. It's going to get a snap here for sure. Okay. Oh, Berlin's able to dance out of traffic there again. Wolf has missed him a couple of times here for sacks. Nice spin move. Indiana trying to close this gap. I mean, they have been impressive. Play to the inside. Handoff, nice play there from Larry Caroma. At this point, try to let Hardrick rest up. 2nd and goal. Let's try to overload one side here. Yep. This is a run. This could get a little dangerous on this left side. Said it's a pass right where we sent the blitz from. Excellent read there from Berlin. Indiana strikes. Law Lou, a solid game. Kick is up and the kick is good. (28-17). All of a sudden, this is now a really important series for the offense. Melton, not much there on the return.
Okay, ready?
Let's see. They get the RPO out. Then move back to the inside. Abram trying to put together a solid game on a limited amount of touches.
Here we go.
Hand off Spurlock. Can't get much there. Yeah, they're doing a really nice job slowing down this run game. Spurlock only averaging 3.7 yards a tote. A couple of really bad plays for like 6 or 7 yard losses, not helping anything. Spurlock this time able to get around the edge, gets a gain of 8 off of that. 3rd and 1. Really want to go QB run game here. I don't know if that's going to be the best play. Audible out of that. Able to float that out, and Broderick Mills has got a lot of room, or Godot, excuse me, a lot of room to run. He's going to take it inside the 5, down at the 1. Gets chased down by a defensive lineman. Not exactly what I was expecting to see there. Sampson able to call the audible on the 3rd and 1, just barely gets this pass off. But it works. Godot gets run down. And a really great game for Sampson. We'll try to run it right at him. Ahmed gets into the end zone. Great answer for Purdue. Now we need this defense to step up a little bit. 35-17. We got to somehow find a way to get Berlin off track. You know, if we get pressure on him, get somebody to land, we've got to get the sack. Big run, just a great run. Great blocking, shoving let down on the ground. Creating fits. Quick pass, got to bring down the tight end. Golly, they're breaking tackles. Even just trying to wrap them up. Offense is just in rhythm right now. Yep. Break it down. Get to the inside there, Sermon. Hardrick's still not out there. I don't know what to throw at them right now. Run play. Makes the first tackle again. It's a handoff, and it is another big run. Indiana all of a sudden clutching up these 3rd downs. Struggled going 3 and out early, and that has not been the case here of recent. Doing a really nice job of like funneling, you know, coming through where we've had the blitzes come through and attacking those areas. It's a really bad play by me, but it's a 1st down for Indiana. Lou gets in there again with another catch. We don't have an answer right now defensively. Berlin has gotten hot. Offense is making plays in the run game as well. Read option, Ali, great play, comes up. Sticks his nose in there. Second and goal. Pressure almost comes through. He somehow makes a catch there with the hit. Third and goal. Tight set here. It's a read option, going to get blown up by Wolf. That time he does not miss Berlin. I think if they would have maybe not lost yards there, I think you almost have to go for it. In this situation, defense has gotten, a stop, but has not been that consistent. 35-20, Emmett Melton back to receive this kick. 5-star freshman. Let's see what we got here. Play action, loop around. Make a good throw. Abram can't stay in. Does make the catch. Passing attack has been really solid today.
Got it. 42.
Handoff, Spurlock, nice run, good blocking. It's a really big hole. This play never works. I'm convinced this is going to be a sack. Nope. I can't keep the feet in bounds. Sampson just overthrew it enough.
Ready, set. Here we go. Ready.
Wow, bad throw there from Sampson. Had Nestor. He got hit. Okay, I didn't realize he got hit. Somebody come through clean? Pretty clean, yeah. Bradford got beat pretty bad there in that spot. Sampson just, there's really no excuse. He didn't get hit for the throw. Sampson, that should have been a touchdown. Okay. It's back-to-back throws that I'm sure Sampson would love to have back. There's Tranquil. Gets the block from Poe, and Tranquil's inside the 5. Another huge third down conversion.
Okay, ready? Easy.
One play here, Spurlock. Down at the 1.
On the ready.
Ahmed back out there, got Abram out wide. Gets run down. 76 has made several plays. He's a guy that came down and tackled Godot on that massive play as well. Showing a lot of good effort here. Tranquil's going to come in motion. Sampson just going to try to roll out. Going to get sacked. Sean Tompkins. Second sack of the day. He's going to have to attempt a field goal here with Runyon. 38-20. Need this defense to step up here. Gotta have him stop breaking so many tackles. Going under center here after the hurry up. We'll back out of that, go to more of a pistol look. Man, they're playing good football offensively. Auburn blowing out Alabama at the bottom. That's an unranked Auburn team against a top 10 Alabama. Gain of 8. Going audible to their audible here. Straight quarterback blast, gets the first down. Actually, it's a glitch play, but we'll take it. Into the third quarter, it's just a 38-20 game. Obviously, we're pretty comfortable in where we're currently sitting at, but Indiana has really played a solid game today. Offensively, they've gotten a lot better. They have 4 3-and-outs among their first 5 drives. The only other one was, they had the big explosive on a first down, ended up kicking a field goal. They've been really good since their 6th or 7th drive of the game, offensively anyway. Berlin has been accurate, been decisive. They've gotten the ball out quickly. They've been able to attack down the field some, created explosives. They're breaking tackles in the run game and stuff too. Like they're making plays out here. It's been a Purdue defense that has certainly been a little inconsistent as well for what it's worth. This is not the dominant defenses that we have had in the past. Throw over, and Treadwell's going to get an interception. Philip Treadwell, his first interception of the year. He has been a box score filler all season. Should be an All-American. Philip Treadwell goes up and gets that interception. Let's see what Berlin maybe had. I mean, that's an interception that I throw there. That is throwing way late. You got to throw that like right here, essentially. Got to throw it directly on him. Instead, he waits. He lets him get into Treadwell's spot, and then a bad throw. Treadwell goes up and gets it.
Ready?
Now we can start trying to leak out with this run game, try to get this game over with. Spurlock tries to cut back against that. And the cut back against the counter is always fun. 2nd and 10. Will in motion. Play action. Again, there's just nowhere to go with the football. They really have had their moments for sure in this game. Wide open eventually. Nobody there. Godin Godot and Miles. Roderick Mills. What am I doing? Saying all the wrong things. Yeah, they both ended up going there with Abram on that play. Had all day to throw it. Both the safety rotates up, hunting, trying to protect one explosive. Got put into a bad spot. Mills continuing a really strong true freshman campaign here at tight end for us. Get pass up to Tranquil. This has been a heavy hitter for us today. Not much of one there. Just a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Trying to put this game away. Audible this. Golly. I mean, I clicked one button.
False start on offense.
Let's see what we got here.
Ready, break. Come on, set.
2nd and 14. Back across the field, Tranquil, touchdown. 3rd score of the day for him. That's probably Sampson's best cross-body throw. I can't tell you how many times he has made an easy just drag route over the middle. I'm trying to hunt this to Nestor. We maybe could have gotten this throw off. That might be a touchdown there as well. I was worried about 27 underneath. Then he kind of got over here. I was able to plant, see Tranquil kind of breaking open. There's nobody there with him. The guy covering him got put on a slideshow here. Look at this. Whoop. And got bumped. Yeah. Tranquil's third touchdown of the day. 142 yards, 8 receptions. 45-20. That should, in theory, be the dagger. Should put this game out of reach. Really excellent day from Sampson. Good to see that. Oof. All right, so 1st and 10 here for the Hoosiers. Lou comes in motion. He's going to go back out. A lot of running on that play. And gets a yard out of it. The most fight the Hoosiers have put up in years against us, though. At least in totality, offensively and defensively. It's a good run for Carvalho on the outside, man. Wow. Sonia is able to bring him down, but Carvalho has not been bad today. RPO to the tight end, completion. Two wide receivers, 2 tight ends here for Indiana. Shut down the rushing attack that time. Curtin doesn't make the tackle, but does make a huge play there. 3rd down, put our dime look out here for this 4 wide receiver set. They go empty, tight end there in the slot on your left side. And then takes the snap. He's got all the time in the world. Throw underneath. Sermon, though, able to make a good tackle. 4th and 3. I'm going to double mug him here. They go with a tight formation. Let's press on the outside. Just a good play. He just bumped it off quickly. Blocked the immediate threat. I have not had many answers for Berlin. Like, if this was a more talented offense, they'd have scored 40 points on us today. For sure. I guess they could still score 40, but it would be a little insane. Again, a big problem with this defense this year has been a complete, I don't want to say a lack of pass rush, obviously. You know, with our front four, because we do have guys that have had really good games. Clinch has certainly had his moments. But the rushing four for us has been a real problem this season. We've been really reliant on Treadwell and Hardrick coming, and Wiley. These guys coming in on blitzes for us to consistently get that pass rush. Berlin's got all the time in the world. Again, he breaks out of the sack, and it's going to be a scramble drill 1st down. 3rd downs are killing us. And quarterbacks are doing a pretty nice job against us. If we, just like in any situation, if you don't get that immediate pressure when you send the blitz, it creates bad one-on-one situations. Scrambles around, able to get to his right in a gain of 2 there. Berlin has done a nice job of kind of eluding pressure. Gotten it out to Fox a lot. Lou has made some plays. Golly, we just cannot. We can't get there with pressure. Third and 6. I know they're showing 2 tight ends. We're going to bring an extra defensive back out here again, though. 2 tight ends both on the left side. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Pressure immediately comes through as they set up the screen. Ollie, a great play there on 3rd down. Going to go for it here again. Nice play from Ollie.
Okay, ready?
kind of run this cover one robber Ordonez and kind of be in a spot in the field and maybe help out with a scramble situation. Berlin, though, is just going to loft this one up. Going to get knocked away, almost picked off. Now just 2.5 minutes left in this one. Can we just run the clock out? We have not ran the ball well in this game at all. And off the Spurlock, though. Bad run game continues. We'll take us to the 2-minute warning, though. First down can put this game away without Indiana touching the ball again. I just don't know if we can run the football. We've got 51 rushing yards on the day. Some of that is, you know, from sacks and whatnot, but we have just not run the ball well at all. Gonna cut it back. 4 there. 16 carries, 71 yards. Has not been Spurlock's day. He's going to get a carry here. 35 just comes off the edge. Rush. Oh, I don't think I ran as much clock off as I probably could have there. And now we're in the situation where I'm just going to punt it. That way y'all not sitting here watching me staring at the screen. I hate that, though. Whenever you kick a field goal or go to punt, less than 2 minutes, you can even put 2 clock on, and it just immediately runs no time off the clock. Let's get out of here. Hopefully stay healthy.
29 Philly.
They run the football. Gain of 3. Okay, so they're basically running the clock out. They might throw it, but big shot there from Ordonez right as Fox gets his hand on it. Oh, knocked away. Or not even knocked away, but it's a helmet underneath. 4th and 7. I think we just send it here. Get out of this game. If they create an explosive, they create an explosive, but and it's another 3rd down conversion, or 4th down conversion that time, actually. Okay. Their wide receivers have gone up and made plays. They pretty much have done exactly what I thought they would do in the game. Gone up and made grabs and made plays. Broken tackles. Knew they were not the fastest, most explosive group, but they have made up for it in other ways, You can make up for a lack of speed if you can go up and get the football on passes down the field, and then you can break tackles on stuff underneath. And they've done a really nice job of that for a lot of this game. Knocked away. Good play, Sermon. Third and 10. Would love an interception or something here just to put this game away. Or just a wide open throw over the middle. Indiana taking all their timeouts. Don't want this game to end.
Okay, ready? Moves.
That one hit, and just as he released it, got good pressure that time for Cornelius, who does have a sack today.
On the ready. Cobra. Ready, go.
Good throw over the middle, but knocked away by Irving. Good play. 3rd and 10 again. Oh, I thought we were going to knock that one away. He waited, though. Nice job being patient there for Berlin. 5 seconds. Should be last snap of the game.
Lasso.
We go prevent. defense here. Throw it up, 1 second left. So last play of the game, just for stat purposes, knocked away. 45-20 win. Good for us. We like that. Win for a 7th straight time here over Indiana. Good to see that. All right, nice casual little win. $45-20 win. 478 yards of offense for us. I mean, they gained 384. They were 8 for 17 on third downs after all those bad 3-and-outs early in the game. We ended up going 70% ourselves. They were 2 for 4 on fourth downs. We won the turnover battle. Treadwell interception. They won time of possession. We were certainly more explosive, but we've really struggled to run the football in this game. Sampson, 21-27, 421 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air, long of 55 yards. He also had a rushing touchdown as well. But Ahmed, minus 12 yards in the score on 5 carries. Spurlock averaged 4 yards a pop. But sacks definitely hurt us, but Ahmed on some of these tosses, I mean, lost 7 yards, I know, on one of them. So we had some really bad plays in the rushing department. Huge game for Tranquil. He has really exploded in the back half of this season. Poe gets into the end zone. I think Abram and Mills both made really nice plays. Nestor had the 30-yard RPO play, pretty quiet, really otherwise, and then Godot hit him for a 55-yarder as well. I thought the offensive line did good pass blocking. To an extent, some of the sacks are just kind of more on me kind of situations. And but really struggled in the run game today for whatever reason. Sermon, a really solid all-around game here. Hardrick, despite being banged up and missing portions of this game, 3 tackles for loss. Wolf had a pretty good game, could not finish off sacks. Didn't end up getting 2 sacks from Curtin and Cornelius, and then Treadwell got an interception. All of our punting and kicking was good for today. Indiana Berlin was really impressive to me. 34-49, 277, 2 tuds, 1 pick. They ran it pretty well, and they broke a ton of tackles. Look at just Sly and Carvalho on 17 carries, broke 8 tackles. Berlin had 2 broken tackles as well. Kafka had a really nice game. Lou, solid game. Fox, the tight end, was really heavily involved. And they made some noise with the running backs out of the backfield as well. Defensively, I mean, they got after the quarterback, 3 sacks. Tompkins was really, really good for them. That's a special player. 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. I think he had was it a pass deflection? It's something else. Pretty good in the game as well. But let's get a Tranquil thumbnail, and then we'll hop out of here. Let's see what we got. It's going to be just a solo dolo thumbnail here today. All right, that's going to conclude the regular season here in season 7. So that is guaranteeing us a spot in the Big Ten championship game. It looked like Penn State. Penn State, I can't remember if they won or if they were just on their way to winning. It looks like we're going to be playing the Nittany Lions, so we have not played this year. So another top 10 opponent, assuming that's who we're going to play. Lloyd Breida, 4-star guard, decides to commit. 4-star Malik Tompkins, cornerback, commits. Wide receiver DeMarco Davis out of Indiana finally commits. We've been really worried about that one. Lamar, no surprise there, ends up committing to Alabama. We're up to number 3. Got a lot of guys that may transfer out if things don't necessarily work out. Tranquil is your Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. And we are going to be taking on Penn State in the Big Ten championship game. Nice. I like it. So obviously the bye week, this is just the Army-Navy week. let's do scores and stuff around the sport. Top 25, Ole Miss has made it up to number 1 in the country as they get a 42-36 win there over Ole Miss. Michigan has really done a nice job beating Ohio State, continue to do so in this series. Get a 3-point win there at home. That Ole Miss offense, by the way, is insane. They're the ones that scored 90 points against Vanderbilt, 91 points or something. Penn State over Oregon to clinch their spot to play us. Had Georgia over Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech with a win over Virginia, Missouri State, 11-1. That team is clicking, really developing well as a program. They are a high-flying offense. They got quarterbacks and wide receivers all around. Award discussions. Texas Tech hammers Iowa State. Missouri with an easy win over Arkansas. Oklahoma over Texas A&M on the road. Miami of Ohio over Toledo. Louisiana Tech with a win. Miami over Pitt. Pitt has struggled this year for sure. Miami continues to look really good year in, year out. UAB over East Carolina. SMU over Syracuse. Tulane over Rice. Clemson throttles South Carolina. Auburn by 2 scores over Alabama here, 43-29. I think Alabama was number 1 ranked team in the country at one point in time. Florida State over Florida by a big margin. Duke over Wake Forest. Oklahoma State over Kansas. USC over UCLA. There's our win. Then Stanford upsets Notre Dame, putting them at 9-3 on the season. Good win for the Cardinal. And Arizona State throttles Arizona. So, obviously, we got the player of the week for for Daquan Treadwell. Earl Keenan out of Old Dominion. Marquise Hay. In the Big Ten, again, you got Deshaun Tranquil and Anthony Horquist. He's been really good this year. He's won this award like 5 times or something. Heisman watch before we head into the Big Ten championship. I would be shocked if Ezekiel Ajaya does not win this. He's had a monster campaign. Even against, he had 449 yards passing, 99 yards rushing, 3 total touchdowns against Mississippi State. Like, he has been special. Brad Rubin has been his top wide receiver and has been excellent this year. So no real surprises there. Take a look at our stats, and we'll look at just the recruiting that we do have left. Sampson, 31 touchdowns against 9 picks. Obviously a massive game for him. Really starting to get the stats a little bit more in line with what we did last year. Spurlock struggled in that game there for sure. Got the 8th rushing touchdown of the year for Sampson. Tranquil is over the 1,000-yard mark, 12 touchdowns on the season. So continues to kind of show that slot receiver in this offense is a major focal point. Created some big plays in the passing game as well, which is really cool to see. Emmett Poe, 6 touchdowns on 42 receptions, is now 2nd on the team in that category. Treadwell easily leading the team in tackles. Hardrick behind him. Hardrick's been dealing with some injuries. I don't know how Treadwell does not win an award with this stat line. Leading the team in tackles, 25 tackles for loss, 12 sacks, 1 interception. Still waiting on our second guy here to get into the double-digit sacks. Cranch got off to such a hot start and has really slowed down in the back half of the year. Treadwell's interception does give us now 4 players that have gotten 1. So that's kind of cool to see. Take a look at recruiting. Actually, let's go ahead and advance the week. Because I think then you start showing like your dev traits and all that kind of stuff. Get another commitment here. Amari Owuzie, 4-star tight end. Maybe not the most explosive guy. Brian Wooten. Looks like we're going to lose that battle. Oh, I took away the recruiting. Okay. I could not remember what that did for that, but okay, that's fine. So obviously we're going to have a big game at the end of this next episode. As we'll take on Penn State in a top 5 matchup here in the Big Ten. Both teams have clinched their spots in the college football playoff. But certainly trying to hold on to that. You see the bracket right now is 2 Big Ten teams, 2 SEC teams in the top 4. We also have Ohio State in the Big Ten is in the conversation that Notre Dame right now is in. I don't think that Notre Dame would fall out then at this point. It would take something kind of weird and funky, I think, for that to happen at this point. But yeah, you see your matchups here, and that's kind of what we're working towards. hoping to win a fourth straight Big Ten championship game. I'm just glad we're playing somebody other than UCLA for that. But these are the only two teams ended up with just one conference loss. So be excited to jump into that one in the next episode. And that's going to be it. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Check out my other work on the channel as well. And thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time. Peace.